I'm back, and I'm back with Joyner Lucas featuring Jelly Roll. I'm pretty sure I never reacted to Jelly Roll, but let me know in the comments if I did. But I'm also pretty sure that I did once or twice a reaction on Joyner Lucas. And if I recall that right, he is very explicit in his text with his words and really telling a story and almost like a monologue. So let's figure out. My son actually said, Mom, you should do this one. It's right up your alley. And before I go into it, just hit that subscribe button. It would be so nice if we could hit 100K this year. My son worked really hard, and I can tell I did too. So just hit that button and make me happy. Let's go into this. I see a lovely house, and I am really anxious to see or hear Jelly Roll.
How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay?
Okay, it's not normally my thing to stop in between songs, and I'll try not to do it as much as possible. Actually, I hope that I can make it till the end after this one, but let's just address this must be Jelly Roll, and it's so beautiful and sad at the same time. How can you love someone that much that you have to let them go? Well, actually, I do believe that is the case, maybe many times. Sometimes you have to let somebody go because you love them so much, but you're not the right fit, or it's better to let them go because they need to find themselves by themselves first. And actually, I have been in a situation where I had to let somebody go because I thought it would be best for all of us, and that turned out to be right. And sometimes you can make the wrong decision, but I do believe it is very sad, but it happens. Sometimes you have to let somebody go. If you love them that much, you have to let them go. In this case, I'm sorry, I see somebody laying on the floor with a lot of pails. So I'm just filling this in. This could be about drug abuse. And if that's the case, I definitely can understand that sometimes you have to let them go. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to run it till the end because I want to stay into the vibe, and then I will say something and maybe I will go back to some parts. I don't know yet, but I stopped it and it doesn't feel right to me. I never do that. I always stay in the vibe, but I had to say something about this Jelly Roll guy. So forgive me. Actually, I'm going to run it back and we just do the whole song and then we're going to talk, okay?
How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay?
Yeah, I got somebody I love, someone who's really important to me, but now they addicted to drugs. Someone who not who they used to be, and we ain't been keeping in touch. I ain't gonna say any names at all, cause I don't want no one to judge. But I wrote the song, I hope when they hear it, they'll never forget who they was. I hope you feeling your spirit enough. I wanna just tell you I love you in case that you really don't hear it as much. I know we ain't talked in a while, but fuck it, I really don't care what it was. I wanna reach out, but you keep on shutting me down. You ain't been caring as much. What the fuck happened to you? You losing a fight. I never thought I'd see the day that you let addiction ruin your life. Everyone calling that shit a disease and making you feel like you in the right. But I hate the fact that you really be using that as an excuse to do what you like or do what you might. And I keep on praying and reaching for you. I hope you look in the mirror and see all the things I've been seeing in you. Hope your reflection will send you a message and show you this shit is much deeper than you. If you don't believe in yourself, then you'll never believe in somebody believing in you. And I gotta tell you the truth, cause I'm about to lose it. And you in denial about it and just wanna make up a million excuses. Tearing our family apart, but you leave a scar and everyone bruises. Every decision affecting us all, and if you get lost, then everyone loses. For real. And I'ma be next to lead. I know that guy got a plan. destiny. Much as I need you, I will not be sticking around or watching you rest in peace. I promise I love you, but I gotta do what's best for me.
How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay?
Look, I know you've been calling for me. You hitting my phone, but I've been alone so long I'm harder to reach. I know you ain't saying any names, but I got a feeling you talking to me. I hate when these demons get in on my soul. I feel like I'm caught in the beast. How do I let go of something I know is bigger and stronger than me? If I could be honest, I'll tell you the truth. I'm not who you want me to be. Nobody is perfect, not even you. So why you keep targeting me? I feel like we can't even have a genuine combo without you starting to preach. I feel like a dog on a leash, it's not what I need. Living that hell, wondering when I gotta leave. Like how can I breathe? How you gonna tell me addiction's not a disease? What do you mean? If it's not a disease, then why has it gotten to me? It's not what it seems. But you always be making me feel like the problem is me. I'm not gonna be who you want me to be. Like God decided for me. And speaking of God, how the fuck you know all of the plans he's got for me? So give me a break. I've been inching away from trying to get out of this dream. I'm drifting away. How come you only there for me when I be trying to get clean? My biggest mistake is me wishing that things were different. I felt like the drugs is made for sinning. That's why I've been stuck in the same position. Fuck. I'm falling, but I cannot budge. But wondering why I'm in love with a strange addiction. And why the fuck you always playing a victim? A lot of this shit that you hate to mention. It sucks that I had to change your vision. But ain't nothing left for me, so you can just quit addressing me. I guess it's just my destiny. So take me as I am, or let me be. Tired of you stressing me, cause shit I gotta do is best for me.
How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay? How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay?
Well, maybe this is a good ending here with the number. There's a lot to address, and maybe if we do this more often, where I go into the lyrics, maybe I never do in the first reaction watch the song or watch the lyrics, but maybe in this case I could maybe print them out and so we can discuss it, because it's very weird for me to go back right now and remember it all. But having said that, it was obvious, of course, that we were talking about drug addiction here. But maybe, as you do know, I'm a mental health professional. I work with a lot of young people who deal with mental health problems. And I mostly listen to them and help them on their way, finding in their area some professional help, because I cannot take them all on. But there are a lot of people between them who are addicts, drug addicts, alcohol abusers, people who self-harm, gamble addicts, but mostly the ones that are far, far gone and have no clue how to make their way back. So sometimes they reach out to me because I'm the YouTube mom. I'm a mental health professional. And they say, I have this fight with my parents. They're not willing to listen to me. They're not willing to help me. And I listen to the whole story. And if you are a addict, you're not yourself. The drugs or whatever you're using is taking over. And to be fair, and to I'm not taking sides, but for a loved one, it is so hard. I have this very nice person I know that is a drug addict, and every time I ask, are you okay? He will say that he's not using, that he's fine. that he's okay, and I know for a fact that he's just plain lying to me, and that he's not capable at the moment in telling the truth. And there's a lot of them. So please keep in mind that it is difficult for the loved ones too. And sometimes, if your son, daughter, friend is that far gone, the only thing you can do is, with love, let them go, because you don't want to enable them to keep on doing what they're doing, because they're not the ones you once knew. And they will lie, they will scheme, they will manipulate because the addiction is taking over. So, in that case, sometimes you have to let go. And what happened in the end was that the addict was lashing out and actually gaslighting, in saying, hey, um, you're never there unless I am clean or unless I'm doing my best. But that is also very difficult. I believe the stories I hear are the most difficult when somebody is so far gone that they're not able to see it any other way. They just only gaslighting, want to score, want to hit. And if you're in that situation, you see a number here and there's a lot of help. If you reach for it, if you cannot find it, you can always reach to me and I will help you find some proper help in your neighborhood, because if you are an addict, you need help. But also, if you are the friend, a parent, or a loved one of a addict, you need help too, because this is the most difficult situation to be in. And if you love somebody so much, you may give them a little bit of money so they can buy another shot because they convince you they really need it, or you give them money so they can just do some groceries and get well, but in your mind you know that you're just going to hit the streets and get some. This is really difficult, and I really applaud Joyner Lucas and Jelly Roll that they bring this out in the open, because like I said, I actually hear this um I think 3-4 times a week, when they reach out to me and when I talk to them. Sometimes they're just in the beginning of the phase, and they still there's always then a way back if you get the help at the right time. But I mostly get the ones who are far gone. I love the fact that they brought this up, and I love the fact that if you're still here listening, then you care, and I care too. But I cannot help them all, and sometimes I even have to let go. And just call this number, get help, either way. And thank you to my son for bringing this to my attention, and let me make this perfectly clear. The ones I'm talking about is not my son. For now, I will say bye-bye, and I hope to see you on Monday. I will do some, I don't know how I will call it, Mom's Monday, Mom's Moment, I don't know. I will go into different kinds of music. I had tiptoed into the Eurovision Song Contest. I got that threats about that, because I wasn't too keen on one country's song. That amazed me, because I've been doing underground music reactions and they look so mean sometimes. They look fierce, but they're the nicest ones. And I was thinking that the audience of the Eurovision Song Contest would be such darlings. Boy, did I get that wrong. And I will do some really fun stuff on my second channel, but over here I will keep on doing the reactions and maybe sometimes go more into the lyrics. If you want me to, let me know. And of course, I always will do the reactions with my son together, because we love that both very, very much. But on my second channel, you will be amazed of what will be on there. So check it out. For now, bye-bye and be nice.